Welcome. My name is Tony Garcia, Director of the Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts. This is our Baking Large Quantity Research Lab. Hidden in the back corner is this great little chocolate lab. This is a tempering machine. This is the machine that brings your chocolate up and down and makes it really glossy, and it gives it that texture. Here's an ice cream machine. A lot of great ice creams can be made here. We recently made a Spanish olive oil ice cream that was absolutely delicious. Here we have a mélangeur. So in this machine, you'll bring the roasted cocoa nibs. It'll crush all the cocoa, turn it into a fine powder, and then you have a beautiful chocolate that you can work with. In this corner, we have what I call a spray corner. Essentially, you make a beautiful showpiece. Grab some spray cans full of white chocolate, dark chocolate, and you spray some design so you don't get it everywhere. And that's how you create these beautiful showpieces you see on the Food Network sometimes. Here we have a little couverture machine. Basically, this coats. So what I do sometimes when there's chocolate in there is I come in with my bag of almonds, I trip and fall, the almonds fall in, and you're like, oh no, what am I gonna do? You've got to take them out, and guess what? They're chocolate coated and they're delicious. On this side of the chocolate room, this is where we make the candy. This really cool machine with a big copper bowl is called a fire mixer. The fire mixer is where you put all the candy in, and the candy base turns around and stretches. And then when you're ready for it and it's nice and warm, you're gonna bring it over to this cooling table. You'll spread out, roll out all your candy. This will cool it with some water below, and then you've got hard candy that you can cut, and you can make candy of all sorts on this. This is where a lot of the baking magic happens. So essentially, you'll mix your dough in some of these big mixers that we have throughout the room. Then you'll bring it out and you'll split it all out and you'll put it into a proofer. And then when it's done proofing, you'll take it out and you're gonna throw it through a sheeter into the oven, rotating oven, and you've got some delicious homemade bread here from Brown. Welcome to our state-of-the-art beverage lab here at the Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts. I'm Tony, Director of the Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts here at Brown College, and I'm gonna give you a tour of a really cool space. First of all, what you see here is a 52-seat lab, custom-made tasting stations for every student. Another thing that's really cool, if we want to split the class in two, or we have two smaller classes, you press this little button over here and this wall comes down, fills with air and makes it soundproof. Skywall, really, really cool. What do we do in this class? We don't drink, we taste, and then we spit most of the time. This is kind of where we do in these little stations. You'll see we have 12 glasses set up. We have some sherries here from Spain today, and we're going to be tasting them in these glasses. So this is a map of Catalonia in eastern Spain, where you have some delicious wines. So the faculty will go over all of this while you're tasting as you go along and you're learning.